gonna go live. You gotta say hi to the people. Yes, you have to. They're gonna want to see you. They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know, Corey. There we go. I got my drink. Hi. Hey guys. Hi guys. What's up? I'm here. I'm here. What's up? Hi Annie. Hi Scar. Hi Lizzie. Hi Sophia. Hi Romina. I'm excited to chat with you tomorrow. We're gonna have a great session. Hi Allie. Thanks for emailing me. I'll totally get back to you. I've just been grounding. I've just really needed to ground, and I turned off my phone for like 4 hours today, which I haven't turned off my phone in like a really long time. So I just needed to individuate, ground, and yeah, an unexpected live. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you. Hi Amber. Hi Nataline. Hi Em. Hi Autumn. A sunshine vibes. Hi baby Pico. Yeah, okay, so I wanted to come live. We got 20 people in here. Like the live if you can, please, guys. That way it notifies more people to see it. Cornica wants to say hi. Say hi, baby. She's like, let go, me. I know. Good to see you, baby Pico. But anyway, I wanted to say Cornica is happy. She's purring. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who was really supportive to me on my last couple videos. Everyone has been so nice, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all like your nice compliments on my other video on my makeup look and my hair and everything like that. I think I'm going to explore that more going forward. I want to do like different makeup looks and different like maybe outfits or just different styles, like tap into different stuff. I used to do that all the time back when I was in college. That was like my thing, like doing big bold makeup and wearing like crazy fashion, and this was like way before it was mainstream. It was like considered weird back then, which is probably why I was more comfortable doing it, because like it wasn't so done. But anyway, I want to do it more, and we're gonna have fun with it. So thanks for everyone who was supportive with that, and then also thank you to everyone who was like really supportive on my last video. I got so many nice comments. I still haven't gotten a chance to reply to them, but just know that I was reading them all. Like, I read every single comment. I might not reply to all your comments, but I read every single one of your comments. They were all really sweet and like well thought out and deep and kind, and I just really appreciated them. So thank you very much. They helped me because I was like feeling pretty down and dark, and they've been incredibly helpful, so thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm very grateful to have cultivated such a community that is supportive of each other, supportive of me, and kind of on the same page, right? Like in alignment and on the same page. So I'm very grateful for that. So thank you. I really needed that. I needed that support. I needed the kindness. I needed the guidance. I needed the relatability, because a lot of people could relate to how I felt. I needed the rationality. There was a lot of rational thinkers and people communicating in that comment section, so thank you. A lot of people poured very much time and energy into their responses, and I want you to know it's not going unnoticed. I really appreciate it, and I'm grateful. And I am kind of like not only someone who spends very much time alone, but I'm a Cancer, so I go in my shell. So I have wanted to reply, but I really needed to go in my shell for a little bit. So thanks for the support, and thanks just for being cool and following me and supporting me and paying attention to me and caring about me. It's very nice. So thank you. And thanks for seeing my soul and seeing my value and also seeing my beauty and like commenting on that. I just appreciate you guys. So thank you. You are so beautiful, Nikki. Just know that no matter what, you're gorgeous. Thank you. It's very nice. Thank you. We're here for each other. We fam. So true. The universe feels really close lately. The veil is so thin. So thin. Okay, the message I have for Starseed. So this was actually a message that we got yesterday on Patreon. Lizzie, if you wouldn't mind, sorry, my eye is dry. My right eye, my eye of Ra is a little dry. Oh, my candles started to come in. I got 3 boxes worth of stuff, and my candles for my big spell started to come in. I'm only telling you guys this because I want an electronic footprint of me saying, hey, I'm going to do this big spell, and I'm going to transmute all that negative energy and blockages and fucking propel it into my success. And I want an electronic trail of that so I can prove myself, because I'm weird and competitive like that. And I'm also very sick of the spiritual attack. I've had some pretty revealing dreams recently about where some of it's coming from. But anyway, my boxes started to come in. They're from Louisiana. Like, I ordered from a shop down in Louisiana. Something different about these candles, man. Something different about them. And you won't see the whole spell, but you'll see a part of it. But it's a different kind of energy, and I cannot wait to get down to the crossroads for that femme fatale ritual. Like, that is gonna be so powerful. We're gonna fucking close out Scorpio season with a crossroads ritual, calling upon crossroads goddesses and gods to transmute all the shit and pain from this last year and fucking kick it all in the ass and then turn it into something amazing. I just can't wait. Turning lead into gold and going into our subconscious and candle working and crossroad offering. Like, it's just gonna be so badass. It's gonna be so fucking awesome. It's gonna destroy any blockages, and I'm just so fucking pumped for it. And also, the dark goddess like courses through my veins. I feel it. I feel it, and I can't wait to go work it at the crossroads. It's gonna be really powerful. I can feel it like in my third eye right now while I'm talking, but really excited for that. Thanks to everyone who signed up. We're gonna fucking kick ass. Like, I'm gonna fucking propel you into next fucking Tuesday, man, and beyond. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna slingshot us into a higher timeline. And I can't wait. And we're truly going to be like the phoenix rising from the ashes. That is the evolved version of Scorpio. So, excited for that. Thank you, Lizzie, for putting the links. So, yeah, maybe if you wouldn't mind after, Lizzie, if you could do the links for the timestamps and then for the Patreon as well. So if people want to see the full message, we had oh, yeah, there's still time to sign up. Hi, Paul. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Yes, and men and women can join. It's called the Femme Fatale spell, but it's men and women. or whatever. I don't want to offend anybody, but you don't have to be any certain gender to join. So, that's just the blanket name is Femme Fatale, because that's what I am. I'm a woman and I'm channeling the dark goddess. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah, and then Lizzie, maybe you can put the Patreon link as well in case they would like to get the full channeling. It was awesome. I have to like my top tier Patreons, you're fucking awesome. You had great questions. You always have great questions, but it was so fun. We channeled. It's a little different, guys. I'm not gonna be I want to be honest, like I really haven't even needed the cards the past couple weeks because I'm just getting so channely, like I don't even need the cards, but we talk about like alien shit on my Patreon. It's like real fun. We were talking about like they asked, are werewolves real? So I channeled that. It was really fascinating. They asked about 2024, what we can expect going into 2024. They were asking me to channel the GFL, asking me to channel ancient Kemetic gods and goddesses. I channeled a couple of them, and I describe what I see too, which was really fascinating. Like the gods that came through, my tattoo came through, my Pet and Sobek came through, and I got to channel them, and it was intense, like intense to say the least. So if you want to see that full thing, that's on the top tier of Patreon, and it's a great time to join the Patreon. Not pushing it, but it's a great time to join it if you're interested, because when you sign up for, if you've already been thinking about getting the top tier, you get the free manifestation class to do with the 1111 energy and portals. So whatever, if you're interested, fucking check it out. If not, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support and your eyeballs. So thanks for putting your eyeballs on me. And then now I just think of SpongeBob and Patrick when they have the map and they're like putting their eyeballs all on the map. The Flying Dutchman's map in SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, I've been dreaming with aliens lately. Now that you say that, I've been reading about aliens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, connection for sure. Thanks. It's a privilege to be a recipient of anything you do. Glad to be back in the USA. Nice. Glad you're back too. Thanks, Lizzie. Also, guys, let me know what you think of my site. I completely revamped my site. I'm really excited about it. I wanted it to look like a MySpace, and I think I did a good job. That's what my MySpace looked like. Some more weird GIFs, like moving GIFs, but essentially that's like kind of like what my MySpace used to look like. So I really like it. I think it came out really, really cute. Yeah. I went for a nice hike with my mom and then went back to their house. We had Taco Thursday because I had to skip Tuesday. So my dad was like, I've been waiting all week for these tacos. It was funny. And, yep. And then, yeah, and then I fixed my website and on my mom's computer. Oh, hey, Tony. Hi, Dutch. So excited to check out the new shop design. Thank you. Hi, Shelly. I wish I could join, but I'm going to have a mini vacation that week of the spell. I definitely want to join the ancestor one, though. Oh, the ancestor one already passed. Sorry about that. I should have, I was distracted. I didn't remind people about it. But actually nobody signed up for it, so it ended up just being a private spell for me and my ancestors. So if people did want to sign up for that but forgot, I could do another one. Yeah, no, it's okay. I ended up doing like a really nice thing for like my ancestors personally. Like I got myself a little rug to sit in front of their altar, and I burned my little candle, and I spent actually the day with my nanny. It was good. It was really good. I spoke to my veteran ancestors, so yeah, we can always do another. But yeah, so the message I wanted to come through and share, and then I gotta go because I really want to dance. Also, I'm sending out packages tomorrow. If you're waiting on a package from me, it's going out tomorrow after my Zoom call. Okay. So, the message I wanted to give, particularly to Atlantean starseeds that feel like you were alive during Atlantis, starseeds that feel like you have guides from Atlantis. So let's talk a little bit about Atlantis. I had a past life there. I was a Arcturian, a big, not too big, but like taller than a blue avian. Tall, blue, Arcturian guy. I was a man, and I was working in Atlantis, and so I had a family and I lived in the constellation of Sirius, but they called me down to work in Atlantis because there was a Essassani being, a hybrid human and gray, who had the same gifts that I had. So I had certain gifts that most aliens don't have. So what I would do is I could take my hands and go like this, and I could create these orbs with sacred geometry and light that would shoot out of my hands, and so I could use them for like healing, or I could use it for protection or whatever. And so I was living my normal life over in Sirius, and then I get a call from whatever like galactic federation or panel of beings that was running some sort of program in Atlantis. So then I literally get in my little spaceship. It was like kind of like a car, like it was a small spaceship, and I like cruise on down, and I sit in front of this panel, and they introduce me to my like prodigy, essentially, protege, whatever that's called, like my guy that I have to teach, and it's my friend's son in this life. And so he has this same gift as me, and I unlocked this under hypnosis, but I have had reoccurring dreams of this for years. So parts of it I've had reoccurring dreams of. So Chronica's playing, by the way. I'll show you her. Are you playing? You crazy girl. You like the alien energy? Crazy girl. All right. So anyway, so yeah, so I meet up with him. I also would make like potions and stuff in that life, and I had like a chemistry set and things, so I think that's why I'm really good at making potions in this life. Also, my lights changed. Did you see that? My lights changed. Hold on a second, because that's distracting me. They're flashing now. Sometimes the energy does that, like with Christmas lights. It like changes itself because the energy gets too crazy. But anyway, and someone's going crazy over there on her hammock. Wait, no, it's still not right. Fix this. Fix this. Don't do it. Are you fixed? All right. Back to the story. Sorry. All right. Thanks for saying she's so adorbs. So anyway, so yeah, so I meet up with the boy in that life, and I'm teaching him how to do the chemistry stuff. And Arcturians don't really have emotions. They're very analytical, and they don't really have a lot of emotion. So like, even in the hypnosis I say, I'm like, I have, because like the lady asked me, she's like, do you have a family? Yo, she's going crazy. Haha. And they're like, oh my God. Sorry. Sorry, she's going crazy. The energy's crazy in my house right now. What the heck? Okay. So yeah, in the hypnosis, the lady asks me, she's like, do you have a family? And I'm like, yeah, and I like them and I care about them, but I don't really have the same emotions, essentially. Like that, yeah, they're cool, but like I don't feel like, oh, like so much love for them, whatever, because I just didn't feel that kind of stuff. And so what my protege was teaching me was how to have like emotions. So like I was teaching him how to do the orbs and everything, and then I saw a glimpse of that life where we were in front of a panel of all different kinds of species. It was kind of like a hook table, like this, like a horseshoe, and at the table was all these different species of aliens, and my apprentice was showing them what I taught him, and he could only make little orbs at that point, but he was still showing them what I had taught him, and I was like kind of in the corner, like standing in like a space suit, like with my hands behind my back, very professional. And then they like cheered for him. They like clapped for him and they were like, you're doing wonderful, because he's part human. So he needed that. Like, he needed re-encouragement. He needed emotion. He needed that energy. And so they like clapped for him. And then I remember in the hypnosis, I feel myself thinking as that like alien person, I'm like, also, this is really weird. And I hope someday to join a coaching call with Elizabeth April and ask her to channel my energy, because I started channeling this Arcturian version of me called G before she started channeling the Arcturian G. Probably like 3 months before she started channeling him, I realized I had this hypnosis session, realized that that's who I was. Like, that version of me called itself G. And so I want to ask her, I want to get on live with her and ask her, like, is it me? Like, are you channeling me? Does my energy feel familiar, you know? Because if not, then there's another Arcturian named G, which is me. But anyway, bars. James Baxter. Okay, comment below if you know what that's from. James Baxter. Anyway, so yeah, I remember thinking, oh, maybe this is what pride feels like, because I felt pride. Like, when they were clapping for him, I felt proud. I felt proud of him, and I felt proud of the work I had done, and I hadn't really felt that emotion too much before, like, not to that extent. And then, yeah, so he was, like, teaching me how to emote and feel these things I hadn't felt. And okay, so here's what I've channeled about Atlantis. I'm not the end-all be-all. Take it or leave it. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine. This is just what I resonate with and what I've channeled. So basically, every time I go to Atlantis, whether it's for my past life or other people's past lives, because I have attracted plenty of Atlanteans into my clientele. And so whenever I go there was this room. It was like a panel room. It was a room full of like electronics and panels. And there was a giant fucking crystal in the center of it that had like also metal and copper and different conductors all around this giant crystal. And the crystal was the power source. And when I channel Atlantis, it was like flats of like floating matter. Like it was like circle dish electronic thing floating above the water. Like floating above the water, and there were a couple of them. And so like different species and like mythological creatures now were like living in the ocean. So like mermaids, I've channeled, plenty of clients have come to me that were mermaids during that time. Dolphins, there was a lot of dolphins. And it was just a big hub. Like I just saw something. I just saw an orb. It was just a big hub. Like aliens came from all over the universe or the galaxy or whatever. It was like I was coming in from my home constellation of Sirius, and there were mermaids who were working in the waters, and there were dolphins that were also messengers, and then there was this species coming down in this spaceship. It was like a big trading hub. But it became like mad scientist-y. So it was like the longer and like I said, it was like this floating disc above the water, and it was like almost like this big like castle-like cityscape. And there was like a couple discs. I think there was like 3. I think there was 3. So I was on the big one, and there were different sized ones, and there was all these flying machines and shit. Like it was just like crazy. But anyway, so there was the crystal room, and the crystal was powering everything. Like, that big crystal was, like, holding us up and, like, holding up the other discs. And it was, like, people kept getting more and more greedy. And I'm pretty sure I channeled a client that was, like, part of the panel room that kept being, like, stop. Like, you're over. Like, I have that memory of channeling that, but that's not my life. So it had to have been a client that came to me that was actually working in the panel room and was like, stop, you're overworking the crystal, stop, because people were getting greedier and greedier, and they kept upping the dosage, upping the voltage, like whatever. I don't get the technologies. It's not human technology. The hard thing sometimes about channeling is there aren't fucking human words for this shit. So they kept upping the dosage, and someone in the panel room, there was plenty of people actually in the panel room who were saying stop, but they kept getting overpowered by someone who was greedy. And then, okay, right before Atlantis fell, opportunistic negative entities came to pillage Atlantis. So basically, the way I was explaining it to my mom, I was like, we basically got hijacked by a bunch of pirates. So it was like, they saw it was gonna, so first of all, we were breaking universal laws. So the GFL was on our ass because we were breaking certain laws, because we were overusing the crystal. And Atlantis was also doing other messed up stuff, like making really weird, creepy hybrids, playing God. The problem with Atlantis was we were all playing God, and we went in an ugly direction, and we went overboard, and it turned dark really fast. So everyone's playing God. The crystal's getting overworked. There's scary hybrids that like aren't able to function properly because we're starting to mix things that aren't supposed to mix, you know? Like Nazi Germany. They're doing really fucked up stuff because they were like drunk on power and evil, you know? And so we were headed in that direction, and then these opportunistic pirate-like aliens, so probably reptilians, honestly, if we're being honest, certain pirate-like reptilians probably came in on their ships, because for 3 days before Atlantis fell, for 3 days there was really bad gray clouds and fog everywhere because the crystal was malfunctioning. So the skies looked like chemtrails, like the worst chemtrails you could ever see, and there was fog everywhere. And then the ships just started lining up. Like, they knew we were going down, so they were going to come and they were going to steal as much as they could. They were going to steal gold and, like I said, pillage and steal the crystals and steal all this stuff. So 3 days before Atlantis fell, because the crystal was overworked and failed, the opportunistic negative hijackers came to make it worse, essentially. So when it actually did start to fall, everything was exploding because, like, the things started to fall, like, the panels started to fall out of the sky. So, like, you know, shit was, like, flying out of, like, houses, but they don't look like regular houses, and they don't look like regular, like, it's all very futuristic, but there's shit breaking everywhere, and then when shit starts to fall, the pirates start to shoot, the ships start to shoot lasers too and start to fuck everything up, and then they all start descending, and then it's chaos. So now, on top of Atlantis falling, we're also under attack, and they're just stealing everything they can and making everything worse, like reptilians can do sometimes. But anyway, me and my apprentice, because we had the gift of making the orbs, we had to make as big of orb as possible to protect ourselves and as many aliens as we could save. And we made this big orb around us, and everything was like chaos, and my poor sweet boy, my poor sweet apprentice was like crying. He was like so fucking heartbroken, and it was like heartbreaking for me too, because like I said, I didn't really have emotion, but it was like heartbreaking for me to watch everything fall and to watch him be hurt. And so we saved as much as we could, and we saved as many people as we could. And then the next scene I saw, because it like, the woman took me out of there because it was like really chaotic and scary, but I have dreams of it all the time. I have dreams that it's nowadays that I'm in a city and that the chemtrolls roll in, and then they bring up this big screen, and the screen starts flashing propaganda, and then the same ships from Atlantis roll in over us and so everybody's like lined up to the screen, like mannequin robot zombies staring and eating up the propaganda, and then I'm like break free, and I grab as many people as I can, and then the ships start shooting. So it's like today mixed with Atlantis is the dream I have. But I digress. Anyway, so, yep, the next scene in that past life was I was watching my apprentice get on a ship because he had nowhere to go now. So he had to go up on a ship and go up with the GFL, and I was going to return back to my life in the constellation of Sirius, back with my family and what I did previously before I did that work. But I remember watching him get on the ship and being like, oh, I'm sad. Like, this is sad. This is one of those emotions that, like, doesn't feel comfortable. This doesn't feel like pride. This doesn't feel like joy. This is sad, you know? And then I don't think I ever saw him again until this life. Now he's my friend's son, which is pretty cool. So I got to see him again, and he's wonderful. He's a sweet little boy, and I look forward to watching him develop his gifts over the years when he's ready. But, because he's a child right now. But anyway, so that's my experience with Atlantis. Like I said, I'm not the end-all be-all, but the message that I want to share with you guys, let me get a drink and then I'll share it. I channeled last night that a portal opened in September. And like I said, I'm not the end-all be-all. You're allowed to disagree with me or not believe what I'm saying. But from what I believe and what I channeled, a portal opened in September. And this portal is going to be open until May. And it's Atlantean energies, basically. So like either crossed over Atlanteans or Atlantean spirit guides or the Atlantean star seeds that are here on the planet. If you feel a connection to the Atlantis, you probably have one. If you feel it, you should trust it. So basically this portal opened from September until May. And it's going to peak in February, from February to May. And from February to May, we're going to see a lot more like UFO sightings and experiences that are viral. So whether it's through the mainstream or it's through social media, we're going to be seeing it not only in our lives personally, but we're going to see it through the phone as well. And they're sending us peace and healing and like helping us do the right thing, because back when we were in Atlantis we didn't do the right thing. We didn't make the right choices, and Atlantis fell in a really brutal, messed up way. And so they're here to support us. And low power mode right when I say that. They're here to support us. And they're sending us light, and it's turquoise, blue, green, and purple light that they're sending through this portal. So if you need extra help, if you need help choosing the light, if you need help choosing what's righteous, if you need help staying sane during this time, if you need help making decisions, call upon them, because they're here and they're sending us so much light. And then for December, we step into a Yeshua portal because Jesus, everybody's freaking worshiping him all December. So we step into a Yeshua portal. So we'll have the Atlantean portal on top of the Yeshua portal, plus the December 21st portal. There's just a lot of portals. The December 21st portal with the winter solstice is really powerful for star seeds. That's usually if you believe in the idea of like nanobot technology or getting chipped, they dissolve if you ask them to, the benevolent spirits and the benevolent interdimensionals will dissolve your chips, like your negative chips. I mean, they can dissolve them anytime if you ask for it. If you pinpoint them in your body and then are able to ask for help, they'll dissolve them. But it's so much easier on the 21st portal. Like every December 21st, I ask them to dissolve like negative technology in me, negative chips that might have been put in me, negative nanobot technology, anything that's like coming in the water or air or sky. I just ask them to dissolve it on the 21st, and it's like really powerful to do that. And then also we have another Yeshua portal that comes for Lent, because it's Lent. There's a lot of worship, again, of Jesus, so he comes through super strong, whether you're a Christian or not. So it's really great to utilize those opportunities to connect with these different portals. And I wanted to share this because I wanted to activate some people's DNA, and I wanted to help the Atlanteans connect either to themselves in their own starseed energy or connect to their guides. Yeah, so that's my message for starseeds. From September till May, that portal's open, so utilize it. Hi, Sam. So cool, right? You look fabulous. Thank you, Clarissa. Clarissa Explains It All. I think that's what that show was called. That was like my favorite show. I was like, when am I gonna have a second story home where my neighbor with the most fashionable 90s male bowl cut brings a ladder and climbs to my second store window seat and then comes in my house, and for some reason that's allowed in his very fashionable 90s garb, while I wear my fashionable 90s garb. Like, Clarissa Explains It All was like what I wanted in life. Could you possibly explain why I'm wanting to connect / contact aliens so bad? Like, I've had an interest in this before, but I'm a little bit more obsessed than normal. If you can't, if not, that's fine. No, I can explain it. It's because we're in these portals. Like, everything I just said, like, you're probably feeling a connection because they're trying more than ever to help us without breaking the laws of intervention and consent. Because the benevolent aliens will never break the laws of intervention, so they can't intervene, like, without permission. I mean, certain guides can, of course, because, like, if you're in a car accident, you can't be like, please don't let me die. Like, there are certain situations, but on a regular old Tuesday where you're just wanting to connect but didn't ask to, they might not be able to come through as clear. So set your intentions to connect with your benevolent star family because they really want to help us. Like, there's so much non-consensual, fucked up, dark energy right now, and they really want to help us, but they can't do it without your consent. So set an intention, because just like negative spirits, there are negative aliens. So set an intention, benevolent only. And you probably have a contract. So I guess I've never explained this before, but it's funny. There's like this old video from 2019 where I'm like, I feel like talking to aliens. I'll post it on the community page. I have to listen to it. We have contracts. Like, just like we have certain soul contracts that we sign up for, we can also have interdimensional contracts where we end up getting abducted our whole life or for parts of our life, whether that be to activate your DNA in a certain way so that you can be some kind of portal, or like me, like I'm a vessel for healing, I'm a vessel for information, I'm a vessel for inspiration, I'm a vessel, and I've been abducted my whole life, you know? So, which some people think sounds so crazy, but I don't even care at this point, because it's like I've had too many like very physical experiences that I can't explain like that. But so you have a contract to get abducted, and just like negative entities will take advantage of you, so will negative aliens. And if you have a contract, then they'll bend the consent, just like our government does, just like people do. Like, they will bend the laws of consent and try to take you because you have a contract. So you have to be really clear. You have to really set your intentions. Connecting with aliens isn't for the weak of heart, just like connecting with spirits isn't. And that's why the Bible says, oh, don't mess with witchcraft, because you know what? It's not for everyone. Not everybody can handle this shit. Not everybody can wield this in a way that's for good. And not everybody can hold that kind of energy in their body. Some people can only hold the Jesus energy, and that's fine. But I don't think they should judge others who were literally sent here to be something different, like a Nephilim, you know? Like, I know I'm some sort of fucking Nephilim. But anyway, you probably feel the connection because you're probably interested in tapping more into your contracts and connecting and getting more help from interdimensionals. They are going to make contact more often is part of the awakening. Exactly. It's very interesting. Good. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, December is going to be, I think, crazy in a good way. You don't feel like you're connected to anything. Your name is Normal Unicorn. I'm just normal. Just a normal unicorn. That's funny. Hi. Oh yeah, I did channel that too, that it's better to eat clean and stuff and be clean. But if you want to see that whole channeling, that's up on the Patreon. There was a lot of shit I channeled, so I don't even remember it. It's funny that I am awake this night and that you are alive and that I just picked up my phone. Perfect. I always see you as an earth angel, Dutch. Aw, thank you. I definitely feel like an earth angel. I have abduction story times. I did them. Go look at them, Alexis. I have, I think they're in my story times. If not, I have like my abduction. I did it. I always do them the day after so that it's like fresh and I can be as honest with how I felt, because like telling the stories now, they're still like really impactful and crazy, but they're also like, I think there's nothing like when you're fresh off an abduction. You're like, huh? What? Yeah, I learned the hard way that most people can't handle witchcraft very well. It definitely ain't for everybody. You gotta be realistic and not power hungry for magic to work well. Yeah, and you also, like, you can't be a scaredy cat. There's a lot of scary shit that happens. Like, stuff, spirits throw shit, like, rude spirits come through my house sometimes and just, like, throw my stuff. A regular person can't deal with a disembodied thing throwing your object. Like for me, I just bully it back. I bully the bully back and I say, get the fuck out of here. For someone else, that's too much and they can't wrap their brain around it, so they're like, I need Jesus. Jesus, you do it. I'd rather just do it myself. That's all, you know? I might stalk your page after this. Do it. All right, guys, I want to get going though, but I just wanted to say thank you, like I said in the beginning, and share that message. So yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm gonna do the next big pick a card I'm gonna do is gonna be a love letter. So you guys are gonna love that. That's like pun intended, but really the love letters are good. The love letters give you strength because they're very high vibrational. So we're gonna do a channeled love letter next, maybe on Sunday. I'll get that recorded. But, yeah. Alright. I love you guys. I will see you when I see ya. Alright. Thanks again. I'll be in the comments eventually, responding to all your very kind comments. Alright. I love you. Bye-bye. Good to see you too.